Howdy lads, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Rugby League Breakdown Podcast, episode number 61 for your Wednesday nights, August 17, 2022, 7:02 p.m. Welcome back to the channel, guys. And as always, we are joined by, in the middle, ProEnzo Vidz. On the end, we've got All Out CHAMPA. And you've got yours truly, Nick from Australia. How are we, lads?
Oh, fantastic, brother. Just great to get into episode 61 of the podcast. Got some big topics we'll talk about tonight, each five.
I need
So
to talk about fucking Florenzo. It's good to have you here as always. And All Out Champa with that beautiful mustache, I might add. How are you, my good friend?
I am doing well. Thank you for complimenting the mustache. But Nick, I'm doing well. Lorenzo, it's great to be here, guys. Thank you for joining in another episode of the Rugby League Breakdown Podcast, guys. We got some great topics ahead, and trust me, it's going to be something to sit through and watch. So grab your popcorn, grab anything, and enjoy.
November's come early for you, mate. All the chicks will be bloody hitting you up soon.
Well, I got to admit, I was looking in the mirror this morning. I was thinking, my God, that's a pretty sexy mo.
They're gonna see you in Sydney and they're gonna try and hit you up. And they want to try and get with you there, mate. All right. Well, welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, make sure you like the live stream, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to me. I am currently 70 subscribers away from 2,000. So come on, 70 people. Let's get them subscribers going and let's get that 2K before the final series. Let's get it.
What's the big celebration for the 2,000 followers?
I'll probably come on here and get drunk, pissed, and be off my head.
How good, bro? How good.
I also would like to announce that this weekend, I'm not sure what day yet, probably Friday night, will be the return of the Nick from Australia Late Night Footy Show. That will be coming out back this weekend. So the Late Night Show will be on this weekend. So make sure you're all tuned into that. Probably going to be Friday night. Saturday might be a bit difficult. But Friday night, I'm most likely going to be bringing back the late night show. So make sure you tune into that on Friday night. So that's going to be interesting and that's going to be wild as fuck. So get ready for the late night show Friday night. It's going to be an adventure. So
should be a good one.
Might have to get some alcohol for that show, but get ready for the late night show Friday night. It's going to be a good show. But this is episode number 61 of the Rugby League Breakdown Podcast. And excuse me, I've just been burping. Yeah, I just had a glass of Coke. Still got it here with me. Sorry. Let's get into the show, boys. Let's rip in.
Hey, let's do this.
Let's go. And topic number 5. Oh boy, controversy to start off. KAYLN, PONGA, and Kurt Mann under investigation. I think everyone knows what has happened. PONGA and MANN, they were out on the Saturday night celebrating KAYLN Ponga's, I think he bought a house for about $2 million or something. I think he was out drinking, had a good night. It was the same night that his beloved Newcastle Knights were playing, and I don't think he saw the game. The whole situation's gotten ugly. The media is making it worse than what it had actually happened. As of right now, did Ponga do anything illegal? Not that I'm aware of. Did Kurt Mann do anything illegal? No, he was just in the toilet with a mate who was drunk and he was sick, which is what you do for your mates when you're out drinking. If you're out with a mate and your mate is sick, drunk, and they're in the toilet throwing up, of course you're going to go in there and try and watch his back in case, well, just in case or something happens. But the whole situation's ugly. The media have made it worse than what it is. CHAMPA, what have you made of this whole KAYLN, PONGA, and Kurt Mann thing?
Well, it doesn't seem like anything's going good for the Knights at the moment. They haven't still recovered from the whole Clemens situation, and now this pops up. So, yeah, look, nothing has came out saying that Ponga or Mann were doing drugs or anything like that. So you can take that off the table.
They were drug tested, bro. They were drug tested Tuesday. Tuesday morning, Ponga and Mann were both drug tested. It's now Wednesday night. I haven't heard anything back about them being positive to anything. So I'm
No.
assuming that was a joke. But
Yeah,
that they have been drug tested, as far as I understand.
exactly. And look, at it. I personally think that they didn't do any drugs, but here's the issue I have with Ponga and MANN. All right, especially with Ponga, considering he is the captain of the Newcastle Knights. You are the captain of your team. No matter if you're injured or not, you are the captain. And I thought it would be expected that you still attend the games that your Knights are playing, because wouldn't they want to see it? Wouldn't it motivate them to see their captain still attending the games, still giving them the motivation, even off the field? I feel like, that was pretty, pretty reckless from Ponga not to do that. I understand he doesn't have to attend every game if he's not playing, but, as the captain, I feel like he still should be there. Huh?
The game was in Brisbane, and he's been ruled out for the year, so he can just stay home.
Yeah,
But it doesn't look like it. Just, to my opinion, it's not a good look, even for someone as the captain.
But he has a
Knights
life to
got-
live as well. What, he can't go out and have a drink?
Well, I'm not saying he can't go out and have a drink, but on a day that the Knights aren't playing, I think would be much better. He's the captain of the team. He should be there supporting his boys. The Knights got thrashed by the Broncos. All right,
I wouldn't
and
say
I
they
don't see them
got
winning another
thrashed.
game.
Look, I am trying really hard to find out what did Ponga actually do wrong. He bought a house. He went out with a mate who plays with the Knights, had a drink. Ponga's out for the year. The doctors didn't say he couldn't drink. They didn't say he wasn't allowed to drink. He just had to be careful with what he was doing. So he went out to a club and had a good night, had one too many drinks after buying a house. I mean, if I bought a house worth $2 million, I'd get fucking hammered as well. I'd be with Ponga. But I'm trying to understand what Ponga did that was wrong. I get it's not a good look, but I think the media, they're just reporting fake news, to be honest with you. Fake news.
Yeah.
ProEnzo, Vidz, what's your thoughts on this whole situation?
Yeah, look, I have to agree. I don't think there's anything serious, to be honest. But I guess where the issues have been with Ponga this year, since he's already been in trouble for a couple of things now, it's not a good look that this is added to what's his season's been made of more controversy. Like, yeah, he's not doing anything like too bad from what I've heard, but we'll find out anyway if there's any results in the next couple of days. But yeah, look, I don't know. I think that he's allowed to get on the piss and have a fun time, with mates and
He's out
everything.
for the season as well.
All right, but
Yeah.
you got
Oi, I've got a question. If this wasn't a high-profile player, if this was a backup player that plays in and out, or if this was a player off the bench, would we be having this conversation right now?
No, probably not. No.
probably
That's
not.
my fucking problem with the whole thing.
But the thing is, he's the captain. He's the leader of the team. All right, he should be there
So-
supporting his boys.
So, if that was Pasami Saulo, for example, or if that was Jake Clifford, if that was Phoenix Crossland, would we be having this discussion right now? Fuck no.
No.
But because
That's
it's the captain, look, he's out for the year. He doesn't have to travel to away games. He's expected to be at all the home games. But what's he actually done wrong here? He's gone out and had a drink. He's out for the year. He's might as well just put his feet up and just relax. What's the point of going? Like, what's the point? He's gone for the year. That's it. They can't make the final.
I still feel like he should attend games. Considering someone like Nathan Cleary is still suspended and he still attends the games.
I wouldn't attend
He's-
games. I'll tell them to go fuck themselves. I'm done for the year.
Nah, look. I think the captain as the captain, Ponga as the captain. I feel like he's still obligated to still be there for his side. Now that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
All right. If I was the
As
captain,
long-
I'd still support my team. I go to every game, no matter wherever it is, because I'm the captain of the team. I am the leader to these boys, and what they would want to see is their leader still giving them motivation, even if it's off the field.
Just as long as there's no drugs involved, that's the main thing.
Yes. Now, if I hear something about they've tested positive to cocaine or some sort of drug, then yeah, I'm gonna go off my head and say these cunts should be suspended for a very long time. But like I said, the drug test was on fucking Tuesday. It's now Wednesday night. Where's the drug test results? I mean, they should be back by now. But so, look, if he tests positive to something, then fuck Ponga and Kurt, man. Fuck them both. But until then, I don't see what they've done that is so bad. And the thing is, boys, the media, the scavengers, they are making this look so much worse. What they're reporting on Fox is fake news. And I'll tell you one thing, James Hooper, that bold fucking prick, I saw him on Fox the other day and he was going, you can't listen to what Ponga's dad, Andre, had to say. I'm like, fuck you. That's Ponga's dad, cunt. Of course he's going to say what he said. He's going to come out with a story that Ponga told him. So James Hooper just trying to drag this out like a fucking scavenge, that bald-headed cunt. You know what? Fuck this. You know what? James Hooper, go put your head in a fucking wet painted fucking wall, you stupid cunts. Get fucked.
Yeah, look, those idiots on Aero 360. Look, Brave Nass is the only reason why I watched that show. He's the only bearable one there. Paul Kent, Buzz Rothfield. I've lost all respect for Paul Kent after that whole thing with Mark Geyer. It's just disgusting.
You know what? I'd rather put pickles in my testicle than eat the cunt than watch 360. I can't watch it.
I only watch it for Brave Nasta. He's the only reason why I watch that show.
I love Brave Nasta, but I feel so sorry for him.
Oh yeah, they're a bunch of idiots.
Anyway, let's move on from this whole saga that's been going on. We'll go to topic number 4 now. And fellas, the Bulldogs have confirmed Cameron Ciraldo as head coach for the next 5 years. The Bulldogs have got their man. They've gone hard for Cameron Ciraldo. Ciraldo will be taking over the Bulldogs next season for the next 5 years. He's coming in as a rookie coach. He's been an assistant for a long time. He's done his apprenticeship. Yes, he might be a young NRL coach, but boys, 5 years for a rookie coach who hasn't coached NRL level, besides assistant coaching, there's a big difference in that. Do you boys like the decision of Ciraldo, and is 5 years too long? Lorenzo, what do you reckon?
5 years is too long. I think for any rookie coach, you shouldn't be getting that long. I understand it was someone that's coached previously and has had experience coaching first grade, but I wouldn't do that to a rookie coach at all. I think because there's risks involved, and obviously a lot can happen with a rookie coach because who knows if they're ready or not. But I'm guessing they think that Ciraldo's ready, so that's why they put the faith into 5 years for him as well. But yeah,
is he the right man for the job?
I think he is. I can't see why not. I think that he.
Yeah.
Look, if he can back up what Potter did to get the best out of the dog side, then I can't see why he can't do it.
I feel sorry for Potter. I really do.
Yeah, it's tough on him. It's tough on him.
Well, that CHAMPA, mate, what do you reckon about this one? Ciraldo to the doggies.
So I think this is a fantastic decision. Debatable on whether 5 years was the right length for the contract. I think that getting Cameron Ciraldo is good because it appeases the players that are coming from Penrith to the Bulldogs, because most of those players wanted to play under Trent Barrett. When he left, a lot of the players were a bit, annoyed at the fact. Bringing in Cameron Ciraldo, someone who's been from that system, it could help those Penrith players come in. But, it's not just about the Penrith players. It's about the whole team. And I think that Cameron Ciraldo, coming from a system who's, developed their players very well, I feel like he could bring some of that inspiration into the Bulldogs. Look, for Mick Potter, I still feel like he'll be around there in the coaching staff, but it's a shame that he didn't get the head coach role. But I think Cameron Ciraldo is a fantastic man for the job. The Tigers wanted him. Unfortunately, he didn't come to us, but the Dogs, they've snatched up a good deal, in my opinion.
I think Potter goes with Penrith.
Look, I think Cameron Ciraldo is a great guy to get as your head coach. The Bulldogs, well, here's the thing, right? The Bulldogs don't have much to lose, do they? They haven't played finals since 2016. They've had salary cap dramas. They've had players leaving. They've had all sorts of issues. They've gone through a few coaches now. Gus Gould's gone in there to clean up the joint, which he's doing a great job, by the way. Now he's got Ciraldo from Penrith, who's been a great assistant coach for for a while now. I think Cameron Ciraldo is going to be a great addition. 5 years, I think, is a bit silly. I would have gave him 2 years. I'm like, righto, we'll give you 1 year to learn, and we'll give you another year just to see if you're doing a good enough job to keep you on. So I feel like 2 years for a rookie coach would be the best way to go about things. But obviously, I'm not involved, and I don't know what's going on. But I like this addition. I think Ciraldo will do a great job. Will he have the same impact as a Shane Flanagan? Oh, Shane Flanagan. As a Craig Fitzgibbon or a Kevin Walters or Todd Payton? Maybe.
Possibly.
the Dogs next year are expected to be around that, 7 to 12 bracket. And if they're not in that bracket next year, it would be quite disappointing. So I think it's a great addition. I think CIRALDO will do really well, but it will take time, boys. It will take time.
I think it all comes down to if the Dogs really want to change as a team, because I wouldn't say this is their last chance, but look, they've now been given a coach who's has some promising signs. So if the Dogs still can't make anything out of that, then there are a lot of bigger issues that are happening in the club, because it looks like they're getting their recruitment right, and they've now signed a coach who looks like they can take the Bulldogs to the finals. So if that still doesn't work, then we have some bigger issues at the Dogs.
Yeah,
I know it's CIRALDO's first year next year, but when the Bulldogs have got a roster where they're going to have Addo Carr, they're going to have Burton, they're going to have Reid Marnie, Viliami Kickow, and some of the players that they got there right now, some of the young players are getting better. Some of the experienced guys they've still got there. If they're not a team next year around that 7 to 11 mark, I'd be surprised. I reckon they're a genuine top 8 contender next season. So
have to be.
It's at the point where if the Dogs don't play finals next year, it would be pretty disappointing considering with what they've got and what they're getting. But I think CIRALDO I reckon he's a great addition. But 5 years, boys, it's just too long, isn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't give him 5 years. I agree. Probably 2 years with a 3-year option.
2 years for you as well, yeah. What do you reckon, CHAMPA? How long?
Yeah, the most I would give him is 3, just to show him that we still have faith in him. 5 years,
okay.
5 years. You're basically saying that you're going to guarantee us, premiership hopes. So,
yeah.
Well, whatever the Bulldogs think it's right, I still think signing him was a good idea.
But boys, what about Mick Potter? He's done a great job there the last 8 weeks, 12 weeks, however long he's been the interim coach there. He's turned the Dogs around from a wooden spoon team to a team just outside the bottom 4. They've been competitive with a lot of the great teams this season. Should he just hang around at the Dogs, or should he go elsewhere?
No, he's going to Penrith next year, apparently, as an assistant. That's what I heard.
Is he? Really? I did not know that.
Yeah, interesting news there.
Well, look,
that's all right.
I still feel like look, if that is true, then it's quite sad for the Bulldogs, because I feel like they should have kept him. If he can give off this inspiration, him working with Cameron CIRALDO would have been pretty interesting to see. It could have been really, really good for the Bulldogs. But look, if he goes, oh well.
I think it'd be awesome if Mick Potter was hanging around the Dogs as an assistant, just to be like, okay, I'm loyal to you guys. You guys did a job for me. Now I'll do a job back for you. But if CIRALDO's coming in, he probably wants his own coaching staff, and he wants to change things up for himself as well. So Mick Potter probably went, well, I'll go to Penrith and I'll be with Ivan and whatever. So I think everyone's happy with this. But Mick Potter, I feel like he deserves an NRL coaching role. And I'm just saying right now, if Adam O'Brien got sacked tomorrow, or Justin Holbrook got sacked tomorrow, or Anthony Griffin got sacked tomorrow, Mick Potter would be a good addition if he was going to put his resume in for one of them jobs as well.
Yeah.
All right. Topic number 3, one that I'm really passionate about, boys. Should the NRL introduce a play-in tournament for the teams on the ladder from 7 to 10? Now, I've got this all planned out. I think this is a perfect way to keep the competition interesting at the back end of the season. Now, let me explain this. Let me explain this to you. So, the top 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The top 6. They are not affected by this. They are not impacted by this one bit. Now, for example, there's a game on in a couple of weeks. It's Bulldogs versus Manly in the final round. That game has absolutely no impact on anything to do with the ladder. And to be honest, I don't think anybody gives a flying fuck about that game. The Dragons play the Titans this weekend. They have nothing to play for. Nobody gives a flying fuck. Now, this is a good way to keep the competition interesting. It keeps the ratings good for Foxtel and Channel 9. It keeps the crowd numbers it keeps the fans invested in the back end of the season. So here's what you do. You go 7 versus 9th, and you go 8th versus 10th. The winners of those two games play finals footy. So the winner of 7 versus 9 will play second in a finals game, and the winner of 8 versus 10 will play first in a finals game. That's one way to do it. Or to make it fair, now let me get this out properly. You have 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3, 5 versus 8, and 6 versus 7. Now, the winner of 7 versus 9 will play 6, and the winner of 8 versus 10 will play 5th. Now, I think if you had a game at the end of the season, say on the current standings, if you go Parramatta versus Canberra and Sydney Roosters and Manly Seagulls, if you had those matches where the winners go to and they make the finals and they play an elimination final against 5th or 6th, one, you're keeping the combat interesting. You're giving these teams 9 and 10 a chance to play finals. How many times have we seen the top 8 be decided by 4 and against? Everyone hates it and gets so pissed off about it. And you're going to interest the fans. The crowd numbers are going to go up because people are going to be excited. It's basically a mini finals game. You're going to have people are going to want to go to the footy. People are going to want to watch the footy. There's going to be interest. It's going to be interesting, and it's going to make a lot more money. It's going to give the broadcasters a lot of revenue. So I don't know about you guys, but I think a play-in tournament would be exciting, would be entertaining, and it makes the comp interesting, especially from that 7 to 10 bracket. It makes it very interesting. What do you reckon?
Look, I
Just want to clap for Nick, sorry. You're a genius.
Personally, for me, I'd keep the same system. I'd keep the same system personally, but I think that, in the future, you could look into implementing something like this. I'm pretty sure the basketball, whatever, has a
the NBA do it, and the NBA do it well.
Yeah, they do it well. Yeah. I think we were talking about this actually last year as well when the Titans did how the Sharks or Raiders should have been there instead. I do remember that.
Yeah, I was pissed off about it too.
But yeah, as for now, I wouldn't do it yet. But I do think that when you say it could bring a lot more entertainment to the game, the fans, it's something that needs to probably look into as well. So I'm 50-50 with it.
CHAMPA, do you like it or what?
Oh, mate, look, you're a genius. That is a genius idea to do. Because here's the thing, right? When there's something worth playing for, you get the best out of teams. All right.
Yes.
So some of the teams. Yeah, some of the teams are like say if you've got a 9th playing 11th, they're like, oh well, season's done. We'll test some of our rookies, and it doesn't really matter what happens in this game.
Exactly.
No, the fans aren't going to care. No one's going to care. You put a system like this in, fans are going to start caring about these teams. You got more to play for. All right, it makes the competition more interesting, and it makes teams who are outside of that 10th position work to make it into that playing tournament. I think it's fantastic.
Bro, I'll tell you this as well. Bro, the TV ratings are horrible at the moment. Trust me. Horrible. Now, this weekend, right, Dragons play the Titans at Wollongong. Titans are trying to avoid the wooden spoon. Dragons are in 11th. They got nothing to play for. They can't make the 8. Now, you would usually get probably 15 to 20,000 for that game because it's a Dragons home game. You'll be lucky to get 10,000 for that game this weekend. No one cares. Titans aren't going to travel down to Sydney, and the Dragons have got nothing to play for but pride now. So no one gives a fuck about the game. But that's what I'm saying, bro. Imagine this. Picture this idea. This is what I just thought off the top of my head. Picture this. Imagine this. You've got round 25 ending. You give the top 6 teams. They're all set for finals. They get a week off. They get a rest. But 7, 8, 9, and 10. 7 plays 9, 8 plays 10. Imagine this. Imagine a double header on a Saturday night, 5:30 and 7:30, back-to-back double headers at Combank Stadium or at Bankwest Stadium or Suncorp Stadium. Imagine a double header where it's 2 games where the winners go to play 5th or 6th in the elimination final. Can you imagine the revenue? Can you imagine the broadcast ratings? Can you imagine the fucking atmosphere? Imagine a double header of 2 play-in tournament games, 7 versus 9, 8 versus 10. Can you imagine it? It would be nearly sold out. It probably would be sold out. Combank Stadium doubleheader where it's a play-in tournament. It's 7 versus 9, 8 versus 10. Winner of 7 versus 9 will finish 7th. Winner of 8 versus 10 will finish 8th, and they'll play 5th or 6th in the elimination final. Can you imagine? The broadcast would be phenomenal. The ratings would be through the roof. The money would be nuts. The fans would sell the fucking joint out. It would be phenomenal.
I think that's a genius idea.
When you say that, Nick, I do think that is a good idea when you now.
It's a fucking brilliant idea. And we talk about the NRL trying to grow, trying to get bigger, trying to get bums on seats. Like, for example, if Manly played the Dragons this weekend, nobody would give a single fuck because there's nothing to play for. If the Bulldogs played the Dragons tomorrow, no one would care. There's nothing on the line. But if you do it like this, double header at a ground in Sydney, Combank, played at Penrith, played at ANZ Stadium, Suncorp, fucking wherever. Imagine a double header, sudden death, you win, you make the finals, you lose, you go home. It would be nuts. It would be fucking nuts.
Exactly. And look, when you give a bigger opportunity to make the finals, you're going to get the best out of every team. I mean, every team in the comp. All right, even the teams that are in the bottom 4 who are like, all right, well, now that there's more of a chance of us making the finals. Let's work harder to get to that 9th or 10th position. It brings the best out of teams, and it makes
you have no idea. You have no idea how pissed off I get when a team finishes 9th or 10th, but they miss out because of for and against by like 10 points. I get so fucking infuriated by it. I'm like, well, if they're on 26 points, and if they're on 26 points, and they have 12 wins and 11 losses, and they have 12 wins and 11 losses, why aren't they making the 8? Oh, it's because of for and against. Fuck, I hate for and against.
Yeah, last year's a good example. Tides making instead of the Sharks.
Oh, mate, don't even start me on that. That fucking drove me mad. Now, it's like this season. You've got to win 14 games just to make the top 8.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not easy. Now, I'm telling you, 7 to 10, play-in tournament. You have a double header at a ground somewhere in Sydney or in Brisbane, and you win, you make the finals, you lose, you go home. I think it'd be phenomenal.
Yeah, and look, it gives, personally for the Tigers, who have finished 9th, a lot more than other teams. This would have given us some good, we would have at least said that we made the finals or the play-ins.
It gives you hope, but everyone in the live chat and everyone on the comment section can let me know if you like the idea or not. Let me know. I think it'd be awesome. Anyway, let's go to topic number 2, boys. Oh, boy. Should Manly part ways with Des Hasler? Ever since the Manly Pride jersey saga for women in league round, this club has gone backwards. They've gone down the toilet. Things have gotten ugly. ProEnzo, Vidz, you're the Manly supporter here. Des Hasler is a club legend. Should you part ways with Des, or should you stick by him and just try and get through all that bullshit?
It's a tough one. It is not easy to sort of think of, but look, if I'm being honest, I would. That's just me. I actually would for a couple of reasons. Why? Only because I think that the modern game is passing Des. Today's a young man's game. It's not like it's not where you usually experience players, and even though they're still vital to your team, you got to give youth a go as well, and you got to sort of give them a shot as well, because as you can see recently, Bullimore now wants to retire because he's not getting opportunities in first grade, and I think Schuster's unhappy because of Des and his treatment. So I just think that Hasler has been a club legend for a very long time. He has obviously done a lot of good things for Manly, but I think as the game is growing a bit more and how the game's changing with the speed of everything, I just don't think he's handling it too well. And I just think we need a fresh change. Now, I will give Des credit for this. When, the whole gay pride, whatever jersey came out and, basically he had the front of the media of Sherry Evans. Scott Penn, the chairman, was supposed to be there, but he was hiding in New York. So I think he's someone that might need to go as well. Penn, he's awful. I don't like him at all. And it was pretty brave of Des as a coach to be there and then talk about the whole situation. But Look, just in terms of coaching and stuff like that, I just think we need to change. Would benefit from a different coach, I reckon, just in my opinion.
Wow. So Des, goodbye.
Yeah, I think so.
Fuck. Champa, what do you reckon about this whole Des thing?
I think he should stay. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't before Des came to the club, Manly were not even near the finals, and in fact, they were close to the spoon.
Yeah,
Yeah. Des comes to the side, they make finals. Last year, they finished, what was it, fourth? Was it fifth? They finished fourth. Obviously, this year hasn't been the best year, and well, look, they're not going as bad as my Tigers. They're not going as good as people expected. You can blame that to injury or to players' form. I think it's too early to call to make the decision of whether Des should go or not. You do bring up a good point, Lorenzo, as the game may be getting past him. That could be true, but I still feel like he has attributes as a coach to really keep up with a lot of other teams. I still feel like he has knowledge. He has enough knowledge to still give Manly a final spot. Look, obviously when Trbojevic comes back and all the whole Manly team's fresh, then you can make the decision. But I still feel like Des should be, still given a chance to coach. He's a proven coach, and he can prove that he can make not only the finals but the top four. I feel like he should stay.
Yeah, sorry to butt in for a second, but I think that's good when Tom comes back. Obviously, it would be a different side and a lot better side, but that's my other concern as well, that we center our attack and everything on Tom. We need other players to stand up in his absence and do a lot more, for example. And I just think that we need a lot more than Tom, and we haven't been able to be big sides when we were supposed to as well. So that's another concerning thing in my opinion. So that there is what we need to fix.
Fair enough.
If Manly get rid of Des, it will be the worst decision they make in the next 5 years.
Oh, I'm not sure about that.
They will regret it like you would not believe. Remember when they got rid of Jeff Tuvey? Everybody was so upset about that. Everyone was so pissed off. And they got Trent Barrett. Oh, he had one good year. Then he fucking faded away into the dust. Des Hasler is a fucking genius. The bloke is a magician. He's a visionary. I believe Des Hasler is Manly. And if you're not listening to what Des is telling you, you're a fucking arrogant, young, stupid prick. You got to listen to Des. He's been around for years. He knows the game inside and out. Yes, the game may have sped up a little bit, and maybe he is still adjusting to some of the new rules that have been put in place. But Des Hasler is Manly. And if he's not there, who the fuck are you going to have in as Manly coach? There's no one on the market that you could even throw in that would even do a better job than Des. I mean, the board for Manly has always been questionable. That fuckwit Penn, what's his name?
Yeah, give it to him. Scott Penn.
He's a fucking dead shit. He is a complete drone. They should put him on the sword. Fuck him off. Throw him out.
Yeah,
Des Hasler is the Seagulls, and if Des Hasler's not in charge of the Seagulls, Manly are a shadow of their former self. So Des has got to stay. They can't fuck him off. I just can't.
Well, I can't see us winning another comp with him. That's in my opinion as well.
I can.
No, I can't.
What you mentioned before, Lorenzo, saying that the players, Manly should be a proven team without Tom Trbojevic. Wouldn't you blame that more on the players not performing well instead of Des himself?
Yeah, but Des has been around for a couple of years now, and we're still going through the same issues of them not playing with Tom properly and stuff like that. So it's.
I reckon that's more of a player issue.
Here's the other thing: when you've got unfit fat cunts like Josh Schuster, who are touted as the next big thing, but he's nothing more than a fat cunt out on the back row. He's a problem as well. He needs to lose some weight. The fat cunt.
He's barely played this year. What do you expect him to do?
I wonder why, because he's not fucking fit, because he's too lazy. He's probably at McDonald's before kickoff, the fat cunt.
Bro, 2 syndesmosis injuries. That's 8 weeks altogether.
Yeah, because he's got a big tie on his stomach. That's the problem. If you're not fit, you're going to get injured all the time. That's just how it is. I mean, Champa will tell you that. He plays on the weekend. Champa, if you're not fit and you're carrying a beanbag, you're more prone to get injured, eh?
Yeah, that is true. That's true.
Situations.
Now, look, Josh Schuster, I love the kid. He could be anything. I think he's got beautiful soft hands. He's got it all. But at the moment, he's nothing more than a fat cunt.
Well, I mean, there's obviously reasons for that, and obviously when you have like a layoff for a long time,
He looks like fucking Peter Griffin, the cunt. Look at him.
or
Look
at least
at
he has more skill. At least he has more skill. I'm just
Yeah, he's
saying
got
that.
skill, but his skill's coming out of his stomach, not his hands.
So you
Soft
so
hands,
Nick,
more
you would
put that
so
on.
Nick,
like soft
Nick-
hands, fucking more like soft fucking beanbags. Fuck me.
so Nick, you would drop
better.
Schuster right now. You would drop him right now.
I'd drop the cunt to reserve guy and say, fuck you till the end of the year. Lose some weight, you fat cunt.
Well, we can't do that right now with all the injuries we're having.
I know
All
he's
right,
got injuries, but come on, Josh Schuster. I love the kid. I really do, but he's carrying a beanbag.
This time next year, he'll be one of the best 5'8", in my
I
opinion.
hope he is. I do. I believe in him. But at the moment, he's a fat fuck.
All right, but
Well,
besides Schuster, do you see any other players that could be the reason for Manly's disappointing season?
Jerry Evans, that long neck cunt. What's he done this year?
Well, we can't win a comp with him either.
Kieran Foran, old, needs to work it out.
He's been better than DC, way better.
Yeah,
than
he has
DC.
been better than DC. Who else am I forgetting? Oh, Jason Saab. Yeah, he got injured. But what the fuck was he doing before he got injured?
It's been a backward season.
All right, so
Manly need better centers. I like Koala. Morgan Harper's not it either.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
yeah.
back by Harper. Best.
Yeah, Morgan Harper. I used to praise the kid, but look, he's never recovered from that.
No,
He's never recovered from Talagai.
Ah, he
Justin
hasn't.
Owen. Justin Owen pretty much last year.
Ah,
gave
it's
him-
another one. Who else? They need better forwards as well. Like I think their team is.
I
If
think they're
Tom's
forwards.
there all year, they're probably 7th or 8th on the ladder, but they need to get some better forwards and some better backs.
The only intimidating forwards we have are probably Ala Kawatu and Adelaide. That's the only intimidating forwards we have in the whole team.
Play James Seguiaro more too.
Yeah, well, we've finally gone. I think we will actually.
Goodbye, Fanu. Enjoy the cells. But Seguiaro, I love Seguiaro.
Give him a full. I think giving him a full preseason, he actually might work
Fucking
pretty
oath.
well.
All right. Well, me and CHAMPA reckon he should stay, and you reckon he should go.
Yes, I do.
All right. Let's go to topic number 1. I think we all agree with this one. Should the NRL bring in a mental health round?
Oh, absolutely, they should. I mean, if you look at what happened to Paul Green, which is obviously tragic and really, really sad.
I really don't want to talk about it.
I think we got to like look into something like that. I think because mental health is a big thing and it's obviously affecting a lot of people today. So I think to raise awareness for it and to bring out something good about it, we should definitely look into it.
100%.
CHAMPA?
Yeah, look, after the tragedy that did happen before, it shows that their mental health and depression, it needs a more important look, and it needs more awareness because, look, it shows that even people who have everything going for them can still go through dark times like this. Doesn't matter who you are. Players go through it, coaches go through it, board members go through it, fans go through it. Look, you guys probably go through it. I go through it. The viewers go through it. We all go through it. If the NRL wants to bring in a pride round, saying that, okay, we're going to show exclusiveness and diversity to those people, I feel like mental health people who are going through tough times, going through depression, dealing with mental health issues, they should be the ones that should be getting the awareness first, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the pride people. Yes, I understand, but mental health people taking their lives, all right, that deserves more attention, and that's what the NRL should be fighting for.
Hang on. Did you just say the NRL want to bring in a pride round before mental health round?
Well, the conversation of a pride round is getting talked about more. I don't even think a mental health round has even been brought up to the NRL, but they're talking about a pride round.
You know what? Mental health round needs to be one of the number 1 topics when they do the draw. A mental health round is a must have next year. I think even mental health jerseys would be awesome as well if I can come up with a way to put on the jersey just to show mental health and stuff. You know, maybe something like, "Are you okay?" or "Speak up when feeling down," or something like that, just to make the jersey mean more. As for the pride round, well, fuck pride round. They can go and get fucked to the bottom of the line. Mental health round is more important.
Absolutely.
I 100% agree. Look, it will give men who aren't confident in opening up, who think it's weak to open up about their feelings. This round will give them a chance to express how they feel, to express what's going on in their lives, and it's important to talk, guys. Audience, it's important to talk, and I feel like this round will help these men and women and help everyone, not to be shy and to talk up and to speak.
Yeah. No, I
what needs to happen.
Raise awareness for that instead of
Like mental health round, I reckon it'd be so successful. We talk about the Mark Hughes Foundation round, beating for brain cancer round. I reckon mental health round would be just as big. It would go absolutely through the roof. It'd be amazing.
I would say this right now. If next year I'm looking in the news saying that there's going to be a pride round before mental health round, I'm going to fucking lose it.
I'll do a live stream and I'll go off my hole.
I'll go so angry. I'll get angry.
I'll join you on that one, Nick. I'll join you on that one.
I'll be there too.
Don't worry, mate. The gay community would come after us. It would be crazy.
Fucking snowflakes.
We'll take them all on.
I'll tell them all to go fuck their nan and get fucked.
Yeah, put makeup on themselves a cunt.
Mental health round is so important, boys, and I think it needs to happen. I think it would be unbelievable, and I would love to see it happen.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
It's time.
Oh, it's time.
Time for the Breakdown Podcast game show, lads. Now,
I gave you a break. I gave you a break last week, Lorenzo. I'm coming for you now.
Oh, really? Really? No, I had this one in the bag.
This is going to be very, very interesting. If you hear background noise, I apologize. There's not much I can really do about it. The odds for the Breakdown Podcast game show is ProEnzo Vidz. He is $1.30, and All Out CHAMPA is a whopping $4.
What? Wow.
Oh my god.
Now,
punters do not know what they're talking about.
The punters are riding off CHAMPA already. It's unbelievable. Now, before I get into it, as everyone should know, if anybody in the live chat reveals any of the answers to the questions I ask, you will be banned for 5 minutes. If you do it twice, you'll be suspended on the stream for as long as I say. So do not reveal answers in the chat because you will be banned immediately. All right. First one to get 3 questions right, and we'll see how we go. Boys, are you ready?
Yep.
I was born ready.
Question number 1. Who is wearing jersey number 20 for the Cowboys this weekend?
Kane Bradley.
Kane Bradley is incorrect. CHAMPA?
Shit. I wouldn't know. I can't believe I'm going to say his name. Go on, S.
Wrong.
Tom Chester.
Wrong.
Fuck. I should remember this one.
Do you want a clue?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, go.
He has played plenty of NRL games, and he's very experienced.
Jordan McLean?
Jordan McLean is incorrect.
Oh, fuck. Ben Hampton.
Incorrect, but he is in the reserves. Come on,
fuck.
Has he played this year?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want another clue?
Yeah.
Sure.
He's won a grand final.
Oh, well.
Fuck.
He's a fucking
Shit.
hopeless.
What? I can't believe I don't know this.
Do you want another clue?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He is a utility.
Oh, well, I thought Ben Hampton, but that's not it.
No.
Jake Granville.
Correct.
Oh. I thought he was playing for some reason.
Nah, he played last week, but the Cowboys are one of the only teams in the comp that are actually full strength. I got no injuries, so Granville's in the reserves because of that reason. So ProEnzo Vidz 1-0 over All Out CHAMPA.
How did we not get Jake Granville to start?
I can't believe none is even thought of him.
I'm not sure why.
All right. Question number 2. Who is wearing jersey number 22 for the West Tigers this weekend?
Justin Matamua.
Who?
Justin Matamua.
Incorrect.
Tyron Peachy.
Correct.
There you go.
Fuck, you did well to get that one right. Tyrone Peachy, well played.
I know my boys.
Champa at $4, eh? Champa at $4 trying to upset everyone.
The people who are tipped me, you're gonna get a good payout.
All right, 1-1. All right. Next question. What was the score between the Eels and the Bulldogs last time they played?
36-6.
That is incorrect.
Fuck. 38-6.
Incorrect. Champa?
28-12.
I'm going to give you a clue. Bulldogs 34. Parramatta what?
10.
Wrong. Champa?
4.
30?
Correct. 4 is 34-4.
Yes.
Oh, fuck. At least they corrected me. I was like, what? Fuck.
I was getting mixed up there too.
ProEnzo Vidz 2. All out Champa 1.
One more.
Champa needs this one.
One more.
All right. Okay. Next question. All right. I'm just getting it here. All right. Who was the first try scorer last time between the Storm and the Broncos game?
Fuck.
Shit.
Wrong.
Stags?
No. Okay. All right. I'm going to give you a clue. Storm beat the Broncos 32-20 back in round 15 on the Friday night. The first try scorer, I'll give you a clue, he was paying a good price. It was a bit of a roughie.
Corey Oates?
Wrong. Champa.
Xavier Coates?
No, he was a roughie, boys. He plays a different position.
Oh, not in the backs then.
No, he's not in the backs.
Felice Kafusi?
Incorrect.
Patrick Carrigan.
Incorrect.
Payne Haas?
Incorrect.
Jordan Ricky.
He plays for the Storm.
Oh, Kenny Bromwich.
Wrong. Champa.
Jesse Bromwich? Oh,
wrong.
Nelson Asofa Solomona.
Wrong.
Tui Kamekamaker.
Correct.
Yes. Oh, that was close. That was a close one. Fuck.
It was Tui Kamekamaker.
Can't remember that actually, but fuck. There we go.
I remember it because I had money on someone else that night. ProEnzo Vidz 3, all out Champa 1.
Yeah, good game.
GG.
Great game. Great game. All right. Let's get into the round of footy.
Yeah.
We're around 23 tips. So what we're going to do, we're just going to go through the games this weekend, and I'm just going to ask you who's going to win by how much, and just give me a try score of some sort. So tomorrow night, exactly 24 hours from now, Rabbitohs versus Panthers, boys.
Oh, I've got Rabbitohs by 6, and my first try scorer is Alex Johnston.
Nice. Champa?
Yeah, I'll guess South 1-12 and Alex Johnson.
Yeah, I'm going Penrith 1-12. First try scorer, Dylan Edwards.
Not bad.
Friday night, 6 o'clock in Townsville. Cowboys, Warriors. I think this is pretty short and sweet.
Yeah, Cowboys 13 plus, and first try scorer in his return, Cole Felt.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Champa?
Yeah, Cowboys 1-12 and
12.
Cowboys 1-12 and Valentine Holmes for first anytime chance.
1-12, really?
Yeah, close game.
I'm going the Cowboys 44 plus. And first try scorer, I'll go with my man, Tom Dearden.
Yeah, sounds good.
Friday night footy, the other game, the main game, Friday night, game of the round, or one of the games of the round, 7:55 at Suncorp Stadium. Broncos and the Storm.
I've got Storm 1-12, and first try scorer will be D. Louise Hoyter.
Ooh, nice. Champa.
I'm going to go Storm 1-12, and I'm going to go David Norfoluma.
I'm going the Broncos 13 plus, and first try scorer, I'm going Selwyn Cobbo.
Oh, wow.
I reckon the Broncos are absolute specials this weekend. I reckon they'll win well Friday night. All right. Super Saturday kicks off at 3 o'clock with one of the biggest rivalries in the NRL. The Parramatta Eels up against the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. Eels and the Dogs, Champa.
I'm going to go the Eels 13 plus, and I'm going to go first try scorer Will Penasini.
Yeah, not bad. ProEnzo?
I've got Para 1-12, and my first try score is going to be Addo Carr.
Yeah, Para 1-12. Micah Silo will score the first try because why the hell not? Saturday 5:30 out at Brookie. Manly versus Cronulla. Another rivalry game. Battle of the Beaches there. Manly versus Cronulla. ProEnzo, and I believe you'll be at this game.
Yeah, I'll be in attendance, so I'll be getting there myself, and yeah, it should be fun. Unfortunately, I'll tip the Sharks 1-12, but only 1-12 though, and first try scorer Mulatalo.
Going against your boys there, that's always a bad sign, but you never know.
Hopefully, it's a good
Champa?
result.
I am going to go Cronulla 13 plus, and I am going to go, let's say, I'll back Talakai.
Talakai's not playing.
Oh, shit, it's not playing. Fuck. That's right. I'll go. I'll just go, Lorenzo. I'll go Mulatalo.
Yeah. Sharks 13 plus, but I reckon this is a danger game for the Sharks. Manly could win this. I'll go Sharks by like 14. First try. Yeah, I'll go Ronaldo Mulatalo. Roosters and Eels. Roosters and Tigers, I mean. Fuck, this is going to be a shitter. Roosters by how much?
Roosters probably 20 plus, and first try Tupou.
Yeah, go on, Champa. Back your boys in at a whopping $9.
I'm going to go Tigers by 50, and I'm going to go first try scorer. I'm going to go first try scorer. Zane Musgrove.
Fucking hell.
You'll never see it coming.
Roosters 669,000 plus. And first try scorer will be my man Joseph Suwali. Joseph Suwali.
He's so good.
We're gonna send that come back to high school.
Mate, he will fuck your whole team in high school by himself.
Oh.
No, don't even.
Dragons, Titans, Sunday 2 o'clock at Wollongong.
Look, Dragons 13 plus, and first try Matt Fingai.
I couldn't give a flying fuck about this game one bit. Champa?
Yeah, look, it's going to be good to fall asleep too. I am going to go the Titans 1-12, and I'm going to go with Jaden Campbell, first try scorer.
After a big night on the punt on Saturday night, it's a good game to just sit back and fall asleep to after half an hour. Dragons 13 plus, first try scorer Ben Hunt.
Not bad.
And the final game of the round, well, it has a little bit of a meaning to it. Sunday, 4 o'clock at Newcastle, Knights and Raiders. If Raiders win, they can mathematically still make the 8. If Newcastle win, they could maybe avoid the wooden spoon. I couldn't give a fuck about this game. Knights and Raiders. Champa, what happens here?
Yeah, look, Raiders are going to win this game about 20 points, say. I'm going to go first try scorer, let's say. I'll go first try scorer, Sebastian Chris.
I'll go Canberra 13 plus, first try scorer. You know what? Joseph Tarpany.
One of the best props in the game right now.
You'd be surprised by this, but I've got Knights in an upset. I think Knights going to end the Raiders season in Newcastle. I really think it's going to happen. I just think there's a lot of things are going to happen on that day. Knights
even after everything that's going on for them.
The drama that's happened, you're still going to go with the Knights.
Yeah, Canberra's a choke. They choke all the time, so, it's happened.
If Newcastle win, on the Sunday football review, I will come on here and I will lick the microphone.
Oh,
What happened then?
I'll give it a good lick and a good suck if they win the Knights.
I think it will happen. I really do.
Who'd you say for first try?
Edric Lee.
Edric. I love Edric. It's the Edric League Cup.
yes, it is.
The Edric League Cup. Fuck me. That's unbelievable. Oh, you could even call it the Adam Elliott Cup because he's going to Newcastle next year. He's starting to loss for CHAMPA.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
It's the Edric Elliott Idiot Cup.
That makes sense.
Italy Cup.
All right. Well, that's the tips. Boys, what a great podcast it's been. Boys, thanks for coming on.
No worries. It was fantastic. Thank you, Nick and CHAMPA.
Yep. Thank you, Nick, for coming on. And Lorenzo, it was great doing it with you. And thank you to the audience for watching us. You know, you guys.
And the audience was awesome. Audience was awesome tonight. I really enjoyed the show. I really enjoyed the audience. I enjoyed the live chat. But everyone, go and check out the YouTube channels of ProEnzo, Vidz, and all that. CHAMPA, subscribe to me. We are 70 subscribers away from 2,000 subscribers. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, guys. But anyway, we're getting out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Super League tips at some point, or might even be doing it tonight. Yeah, probably tomorrow though. But anyway, have a phenomenal night. I'll see you guys in the next one. And yeah, fuck the New Zealand Warriors. See you later.